My cousin is
My cousin them.
Every week is a family reunion.
and your dumb ass might learn something.
Alright, we on, man. We back. My cousin them podcast, man. Yo, Cito, I'm gonna let you introduce this one.
Yo, what's happening? Hey, what y'all think about this hip hop awards that just earlier this week?
Man, who's smacking on pineapple?
I don't know, man.
Hold on,
Smacked it hard. It gotta be.
How you know who's snacking on anything?
Who's smacking on pineapple?
How you know somebody eating fruit?
Nigga, cause we hear you, nigga. What you mean? How we know?
It wasn't me. I'm just
Who's smacking on nectarine, man?
I don't know how you can tell.
You can tell that it is. The whole creek, my nigga.
I don't know how you can tell the sound.
Who eating the plum, man?
Yo. Oh, run that back.
Yo, man, nah, we keeping this. That shit crazy.
Hey, we should have a blooper.
Looking ass.
Oh man, go ahead, Cito. Run it back.
Somebody eating a sliced pineapple.
Not dice.
Yeah, them slices. Them slices.
Somebody's eating juicy fruit. That's crazy. Alright, so as far as the BET Awards, I guess like what you alluded to is
I mean, what y'all think about that? How y'all feel about the BET Awards? What y'all?
I've always felt that they were watery as fuck. That's just my opinion. I always thought the BET Hip Hop Awards, especially, the only thing I only checked for was the ciphers, which have been watery for like 10 fucking years. Every now and then somebody jump on there that I like or haven't heard from and impressed me. But that was the only reason that I actually watched the BET Hip Hop Awards was for the cipher.
I'm gonna keep it up. I ain't watching, so I'm gonna put myself on mute. Excuse me.
Yeah, I second that, but I don't have to watch this particular year to answer the question on how I feel about them. I just always thought they were watery, so.
And I pretty much,
feel.
and I'm a ditto what Sky said. Basically, I felt the same way. Only really watched them for the ciphers, and really at this point, you can watch all the ciphers on YouTube afterwards anyway. So I ain't even really watching that.
Yeah, so I watched it. I really don't watch any of the awards, but this particular time I was with my lady, and she had it on, so I was watching it with her, and I just realized, man, that there was a lot of female artists on there.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
That's dope. Dope.
I guess it's good.
Wait. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? You guess it's good?
You don't sound wholehearted.
You
guess it's good, huh? Alright.
You know what it is? It's good, but it's the content. You feel me? I just don't like what they're promoting.
What they represent. I respect that.
Exactly.
But
you feel me?
But at the same time, though, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You can't really single the women out in this because we got Jay-Z, who used to be a dope dealer, rapped about dope and got famous off of that. Nipsey gangbanging, rest in peace. You feel me? Got famous off of that. Like, so you can't really just single women out because the men don't got dope content either, really. I mean, well, like content when it comes to like being a role model for kids and stuff like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think men have different. We have variety of different avenues, though. But
well,
it's
what are the most popular ones? The most popular ones are not the Kendricks, and not the most Steps, the Talib. Positive message ain't selling all the records. They
selling drugs, doing drugs, shooting niggas.
The trap niggas is winning right now. let's just be real. The trap niggas is winning right now. Just like, I'm sorry, but the ratchet rap is winning right now. And what is it? It don't say nothing about the artist. It says about our society.
Well, I think I can piggyback off what Cito's saying. I mean, I'm just, as a man, let's keep it real, y'all. We not looking at that. You know, we're not looking at because Jay-Z so dope. DMX talked about robbing. We was all for that. You know what I'm saying? So let me take the conversation to where I think Cito trying to take it because he has a daughter. I don't have a daughter, but if I did, hypothetically, if I had a daughter, 7, 8, 9 years, this shit ain't on HBO, bro. This shit ain't on Showtime. This shit is on regular television. You know what I'm saying? And them just pushing the stripper motive. You know, I'm fucking and sucking on ballers for a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is starting to really spearhead the game right now. Over the trap nigga. Like, this stripper, this ratchet shit is really spearheading something, man. And before we know it, like, it seemed like these kids, they learning the game at a way younger age than we learned it. And like they said, we grew up fast, right? Now, I wouldn't want my 7-year-old daughter to know the ins and outs of prostitution, the stripper game. You know, like they starting to learn this shit at an early age because of the Cardi B, and the Stallions. You know, they picking up on this shit early. I don't want my little girl knowing what prostitution is at 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem.
That's a great point. Well, let me just say, that's a great point that you're making. And I have a daughter too, so I'm gonna make this point too. And I agree with all of that. You feel me? I don't want my daughter to know about prostitution and all this shit that they rapping about at an early age too. But that's no different from the shit that the niggas is rapping about. That's all I'm saying. Like, they still rapping about shit you wouldn't want your kids to know about. Is all I'm saying. Like, they rapping about prostitution and stripping from the other side of it. You feel me? Talking about how they use strippers and how, you feel me, they use women for prostitution and they pimping and shit. They talk about the same shit, just coming from their point of view of the shit. So how can you
both admit that there is a double standard?
There is. That's the whole point. That's the only point I wanted to make.
I
there's
really
a double standard
have
here.
a problem with my son if he want to listen to DMX. I'm like, it'll be an age point though. You ain't just listening to DMX. But you know, if he a teenager already and he want to listen to some throwback hip hop, I wouldn't be objective to that. But if my little girl, 7, 8, 9 years, want to listen to Lil' Kim and Cardi B, and I'll probably have a problem with it. There is a double standard. And
the double standard for personal experience, my pops, for example, like, super strict. Like, we couldn't, like, listen to, like, hip-hop. We couldn't watch rated R movies and shit going on.
Couldn't watch The Simpsons.
Right, shit like that, because he didn't like the way Bart talked to Hulk. Which I thought was ridiculous. But I understood why he was that way. But I remember being like 11, 12, and I would like sneak. I think I took his Nas It Was Written CD, and I was listening to it. And I was listening to Tupac, All Eyes on Me. And I remember him telling me a long time ago, like, yeah, you can listen to it, just don't repeat anything and don't buy into it. Of course, I didn't listen to that because I ended up like getting into trouble and rapping my damn self. So not only did I repeat it, I like became a rapper. Yeah. So, but I remember back then when he was saying, yeah, you can listen to it, just don't repeat it, don't like buy into it and start becoming what they are. And I did exactly the opposite of what he acted.
And that's the point right there. Like, I just feel like any man, like we all men, we would prefer to shelter our daughters just a little bit more than our sons. Like, as far as the world influencing them.
But that's the thing. Pops tried to like shelter us in that sense. It just didn't work.
I mean, at the end of the day, as parents, all you could do is
Exactly.
That's the
Hip
parents, all
hop
you
is
could do.
powerful, bro. This hip hop, the movement, like they empowering women now, and instead of the trappers spearheading hip hop, it's gonna be about the strippers, the prostitution, the boss bitches, the diva. That's what it's about right now.
That's the wave.
That's the
And
wave.
I really saw that. And I really saw that in the hip hop awards this past.
I saw it too, and I don't even know how I caught it from the beginning and just watched it all the way through. I wasn't even trying to watch it, but I'm at home. You know, I could see the countdown of hip hop awards, 30 minutes. I just never changed the channel. But from the time it came on to when it went off, man, don't get me wrong, the flesh loved it. The flesh loved it. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? Nigga, I done looked up Megan Thee Stallion. I looked her music up. But I was like, damn, this shit ratchet, bro. Like, this shit it's not a good look, bro. It just don't even look good. Because being that this is the wave right now, you can only imagine
when
how
I
these little girls
heard,
gonna turn out.
I heard a 6-year-old singing Percocet, Molly Percocet. Like, I have no idea what the hell they saying, but this is like the music that's on both sides for the males and the females. There's no positive message in popular hip hop outside of the J. Cole's, Kendrick's. There's a handful of, and even though Nipsey was gangbanging, a lot of his music was about triumphing over the bullshit and becoming a businessman. But for the most part, popular music did not have a popular and family-friendly message. And that's on both sides of it. But now that the females is making their money, doing pretty much what most of the men have been doing for the last 40 years, that double standard makes you want to, pull back on this shit. Yeah,
let's get some positive hip-hop in the mix now.
Like, this, I wish there was more Rhapsody than Nicki Minaj. That just ain't. Rhapsody, Queen Rap is rarity amongst the hip hop community. She was so dope that she slipped past I gotta look a certain way, dress a certain way, rap about a certain thing for my bars to be respected. No, it was just all content and lyrics with her, so she didn't have to present herself in a sexual manner to get recognition or have a good career.
Right.
But it's still hard to sell that though. I think the only person who sold
because she did it.
It's possible because
positive hip hop was probably Will Smith. He probably the only nigga that can sell some clean records. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's keep it 100. He was the only nigga
On
black.
real, got that
music.
shit off, boy. He got that shit off.
he was doing whole choreography in a bit of black next to a digital alien nigga, and we let that shit walk.
No cursing, just the two of us. Summertime, positive song, cookout type songs. Shit that blaze at every party.
That's
it's hard to get that off, bro. It's hard to get
classic. Summertime is a classic summer track.
I just thought I'd slide that in there, since Will didn't make the top 10. That's why I slid that in there. That was a good point to make, though. It's hard to sell positivity, bro. But when we see the women starting to engage and get corrupted by this shit, now a nigga feels some kind of way. you can't
even Kid Bob version none of this these bitches rapping about. You know how Kid Bob can take a hip hop song and make that shit like it's on Barney's and Friends. You can't do this shit with Cardi B music.
The crazy
Megan Thee Stallion, this is hoe rap. Let's just call it what the fuck it is.
The crazy thing is, I'm glad you said that because that goes right what I'm about to say. Because in rap, nigga, we've been calling them bitches and hoes and strippers and hoes this whole time. You feel me? Now that they starting to own that shit and being like, yeah, I am a hoe, embracing that shit. Niggas got problems with it now, right? Like,
see, when you were saying like last year, you was like, man, I fuck Cardi B, bitch, talk your shit, like, and I was like, you know what? Bet that, cause like, you know, she is what she is. She make no apologies for it.
embraced
But
it.
she's making up shit.
I'm no role model. Like, your mother should be your role model. Your big sister should be your role model. Your congresswoman.
Facts.
Your congresswoman should be your
Facts,
role
nigga.
model. I'm not here to be no little girl's role model. I know I make music for adult women
Facts.
and live my life.
She is what she is, but the only problem is she's making others. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
with her
clones.
influence, she's cloning others. Like little girls who would have probably went a totally different way had this stripper wave didn't go into effect like it did.
I'm going to have to
Like, man,
hit,
we
I'm
about to
going to have
start-
to hit him with the. I'm going to have to hit him with the Uncle Ben line. With great power comes great responsibility.
But that's what I'm saying though. My only thing is you can't just use that specifically on women though. That's my only point that I'm trying to drive home. Because these points that y'all making, they go towards both sides. You can't just single the women out and say, yo, with great power comes great responsibility. But then you feel me, Jay, Ja, 50 Cent, all these other niggas future can get to do what the fuck they want to do. Like, you feel me? You can't just have it one way.
So, all right. So let me ask you something, Rain.
What's up?
Cuzzo, Rain. Let me ask you something, and I want your opinion on this. The difference between them two, bro. Like, other than the content, bro. Do you see any differences, like as far as they flow or they craft?
Are we talking
Are there
about
any
between Jay-Z and Cardi B?
Yeah. Like, at least, like, I don't just go to Jay-Z for his content, bro. Like, I at least know he got skill, or, you know, he got, you know, his flow, you feel me? Like, he got talent, you know what I mean? Like,
Cito got another point, y'all.
Right. No, I
Well,
feel
well,
it. Wait. He asked me. Hold on. He asked
Some
me
of
the
these
question.
bitches
He asked me the
rap
question.
Now it ain't like they whack. Some of these females can actually spit. They just spitting about some ratchet shit, but they actually got some level of skill. They can put some bars together, bro.
Listen.
Go. What's your question though?
If you can speak, you can rap, my nigga. If you can speak, you can rap. If you can speak, you can rap. Point blank. Period.
We're
I
not
thought he
gonna
was
act
asking me
like
a question.
Jay
It's a
ain't
trend,
dropping
bro.
no jewels on this either, bro.
It's
We ain't
a
gonna act
trend.
like Jay just been dope dealing for the past 20 weeks. He didn't drop some jewels and some substance.
That's not y'all
in
not.
a lot of songs.
That's not what I'm saying. This has nothing. What y'all argument? I don't even understand why we talking about skill right now. Cause that's not what y'all saying. Like, you feel me? You said with great power comes great responsibility. What's that got to do with skill level?
I didn't say that.
I'm talking to Cito.
I'm
I don't
saying
understand
that
why skill
we
even got
talking
brought in the
about-
conversation.
saying
I didn't know
that-
we was talking
I'm
about
saying-
skill. Because
we
we was talking about
Cardi
skill.
B.
Cardi B shouldn't be in the conversation.
I'm saying that there's a double standard that exists, and I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shying. I'm not backing away from acting like it's not a double standard, because there is. That's my point.
Right, but Cito asked me a question. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what he was asking me. Like, I'm trying to answer his question, really, is what I'm trying to do.
All right. What was your answer?
Well, what the difference? You asked me what's the difference between Jay-Z and Cardi B?
Like, do you see, like, other than the content, besides the content,
Besides the content, what's different about them?
like, yeah, do you see like the flow or the skill, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it seems like it just seems like
What are you listening
a lot of
to
these
her for?
females. It seems like a lot of these females, they're just falling all in one lane, bro. It's a trend. You feel me? Other than Rhapsody,
But
it is
bruh, That's
What's
what.
up?
But bruh,
I think
like,
as
so
men,
they
we
not.
have more positive rap than females.
But no, what I'm saying is, nigga, maybe they just don't got skills like that, my nigga. That means that they shouldn't make music, even though it's making them bunch of money. Like they shouldn't make music just because they suck. That's the same. We can use that same argument for a bunch of dude rappers too. It ain't all the dude rappers that's successful ain't talented.
I
Like
didn't say that they shouldn't make music.
that's why.
Or they shouldn't make music.
That's what I'm understanding. What are you trying to? So you asked me the question. Jay-Z is way better than Cardi at rapping, my nigga. If that's what you were trying to get me to get to, but that I don't understand why you would even ask me that. Though. But yeah, that's the biggest difference.
You were breaking up.
I said the difference between them, other than their content, is Jay-Z is a way better rapper than Cardi B. I don't think that's news to anyone though.
Well, you try to compare. You said you don't know what's. You asked me what's the difference between Jay-Z and Cardi B.
But this is why I'm saying that though, is because Jay-Z so dope and he blew up rapping about dope, rapping about his truth, rapping about what he did in his past that he's no longer doing. Cardi stripped. Now she blew up rapping about stripping, what she did in her past that she's no longer doing. That's when I'm saying that they're the same. Just because you don't like what she used to do in her past don't mean that she don't got the right to make music off of it.
Strong argument there.
Again, let me clear my let me clear my name on the top. You right? She can do whatever she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
You got a problem with
I'm
it.
just saying the devil. And I don't even have a daughter, but if I did have one, I wouldn't want that type of influence. I wouldn't want that to be the popular thing in music.
I'm sure. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just say this. I'm sure Cardi B. Yeah, I know she had a kid. I don't know if it's a daughter or a son, but I'm sure if it's a daughter, she don't want her to grow up and be a stripper either. That's all I'm saying.
Just like I'm sure Jay-Z
I
grow up
To be
still
a
dope.
dope,
There's no
exactly.
reason for him to.
Exactly.
I tell you what Steve came. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for freedom of speech.
That's what I'm saying. Because that's another.
Take into account the generation of the hip hop fans, bro.
Can you go to Cardi B's music for something other than the content?
Bruh, I don't.
I mean, dude,
listen
all
to
her
Cardi
music
B.
ain't
Her
about
music ain't
shaking
for
her
me.
right, bro. Like, look,
All right, not Cardi B, but I'm just saying, like, everybody in that lane, though.
That music's not for me, my nigga. I don't listen to it
Right.
besides when it come on the radio or come through one of my playlists, my nigga. I don't like. You feel me? I can't relate. You feel me to that type of music, my nigga. I just can't. So I don't really rock with it. Like, yeah, it's fun sometimes for banking in the car when it come on, but I'm not throwing on Cardi B album when it come out.
Well, shit, I don't even think Cardi
And that's
B.
the thing. And that's the thing unnoticed was like that shit wasn't even brought to my attention until I watched the Hip Hop Award. I'm like, damn, like man, them bitches was up on stage wearing close to nothing. Like,
Yeah, I don't think Cardi B.
nothing. And I'm like, how many little girls is watching this? This is cool. Like how we used to watch it, DMX, Z, Wu-Tang.
yeah, but like all the bullshit with the niggas, it was in the lyrics. Niggas wasn't on stage toting guns and like chopping up crack while they were performing, yo. It was just all in the concept. It wasn't a look like,
It wasn't in your face.
It wasn't
It was more or less like the money, the cars, the girls like Cardi B in the background dancing, the video chicks. But it wasn't like direct, like, okay, this is the lifestyle. You had to watch the to see some shit like that.
So niggas wasn't.
You know what I mean? Like,
so you saying because
you see
niggas
these
wasn't.
females in their videos, it's just like what it looked like, what they rapping about. It's like titties is out, like
I just
the
got
whole
You
shit.
might as well go to the. You don't need to go to the strip club.
You just watch their videos on YouTube.
That is true. That is true.
I'm
though,
old school. I'm a BET uncut nigga. Like This shit was out. This shit should be on BT Uncut, not like mainstream music videos on any cable network.
I was like, damn, she really read the songs on BT.
But here's the thing, though. That's because. But in what? But in the argument that Skice just said, like, you right, they wasn't up there toting guns and all that shit, but nigga, women is dressing like that because they can. Niggas can't logically just be bringing guns and shit to award shows and having them all in the video. Like, yeah, niggas do it, but it ain't smart. Like, to be having real cocaine and drugs and shit. Like, if niggas
standing on top of that squad car on the MTV or the Grammys,
bruh, what I'm saying
they
is,
them all kind of shit for that.
If niggas could legally do that shit, my nigga, they would be doing it, nigga. You know it. Like, if niggas could get that shit off legally, they would be doing it. So that's what I'm saying. We can't use that argument.
That's true, because there was certain states, like 50 Cent used to come through. He was like, "Hey, you ain't wearing that level 3 bulletproof vest on stage."
Facts. Like if niggas was allowed to get that shit off, nigga.
That's when Genuine started making them weird ass white beaters, because they told him he couldn't wear his bulletproof his bulletproof vest in stage, and some of them like country towns and shit. It was like weapons violations.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. If niggas was allowed to do that, they would definitely do it, nigga. Absolutely.
My cousin knew my cousin them.
Every week is a family reunion.
And your dumb ass might learn something.